So, we have a couple of problems for us to solve pagdating ng thermodynamics. So, we need to refresh ourselves of this problem. So, last time I have discussed yung refresher niya. But what better way for us to understand it is to solve. Okay? Kailangan ng application. Okay? So, let's have problem number 1. Sabi dito, a pump discharges 70 gallons per minute. Dapat alam mo yung conversion factors dito kasi mostly may conversion factors yan. And these problems are parallel to what you can see on the board exams. Somehow, the board exams could be a lot harder or this could be a lot harder than that. So, once we get through this, syempre, ma-apply natin siya. Pwede natin ma-solve yung nasa board exam. Magkakaroon tayo ng walkthrough. Okay? Getting back, meron ka daw pump na nagdi-discharge ng 70 gallons per minute. So, given yung Q kagad, of water through a vertical cylinder tank. So, ibig sabihin, drawing mo yung tanke na nakatayo siya. That has 7 feet in diameter and 17 feet high. You compute the total time required in minutes to fill the tank half full. Half full. Okay? Kalahati lang ng tanke. So, let's have this. Okay? Drawing natin yung tanke. Sabi dyan, okay, that your tank is half full. Pupunuin daw nung ating bomba yung tanke. Okay? So, nandito kalahati lang ng tanke natin yung mapupuno niya. And then, meron ka ditong discharge of the tank, which is 70 GPM. Okay? Hindi natin alam yung volume nung tanke. Pero sabi lang dyan, kailangan punuin mo siya ng kalahati. Okay? So, compute the total time required in minutes. You have the time to put up. Okay? So, madali ba mahirap yung problem? Actually, madali lang yan. If alam mo yung gagawin mo. Okay? So, ang hinahanap dito is the volume of the tank. Definitely, dapat alam mo yung volume ng cylinder mo. The volume of the cylinder, since nakatayo yan, okay, that is yung area of the base times the height. Okay? So, the area of the base is circular naman yan, hindi naman sinabing elliptical tank. Pero pag nagbigay sa'yo ng problem, okay, a tanker truck, anong hugis yung base niya? Yung mga panggasolina, that is elliptical. Okay? Ini-specify a tanker truck. Pag sinabing tanker truck, elliptical yon. Okay? So, pi over 4 d squared times the height. Meron tayong volume of the cylinder. Now, binigay sa'yo yung rate of flow ng tanke. Anong iyong pomba? Hanapin mo na lang, how long would it take the pump to fill up half of the tank full? Okay? Diba, yung Q natin is a flow rate. If titignan nyo, yung unit ng flow rate, that is gallons per minute. So, ibig sabihin, our numerator is the volume of the tank over time. So, that is the volume of the tank over time. Dali pala. Okay? So, sir, may volume na tayo ng tanke. Pi over 4 d squared times height. Okay? Divided by the time. So, what is asked on the problem? The time in minutes to fill the tank half full. Okay. I-reform natin yung equation that time is simply equal to pi over 4 d squared times height divided by yung flow rate. Now, sabi dito that the tank is half full. So, pwedeng total volume divide by 2 or multiplied by 1/2 or simply yung height na i-compensate mo is just half of it. So, pwede natin tong i-multiply na ngayon ng 0.5. Sir, bakit 0.5? 50% only. Half full eh. Okay? So, solving time pi over 4 times the diameter of the tank is, that is 7 feet in diameter. 7 feet. Okay? Tapos, yung height natin is 17 feet high. Times 0.5. Okay. Tapos, yung Q natin is 70 gallons every minute. Ang problema natin dyan, meron ba tayong direkta na conversion of factor sa gallons to feet? Okay. Recall natin. 1 cubic foot is equal to 3, is equal to 7.481 gallons. Tapos, 1 gallon is equal to 3.785 liters. O, tatandaan natin tong conversion factor na to. Ayan. Now, pwede na natin tong i-multiply ng pwede. Diretso natin sa gallon. Okay? 1 gallon. Okay? You add 1 gallon every balik tayo dito. Baliktad. So, pwedeng idiretso mo sa taas, pero dito na lang ako sa baba. You have 1 cubic foot, 7.481 gallons. So, calculating and canceling all the same units kailangan natin is in minutes. So, feet squared times feet is feet cube. Tapos, feet cube, gallon, gallon. Ang matitira is minutes na lang. So, time simply is equal to calculator natin. Hanapin natin yung calculator. Ayan. So, to calculate. So, 0.25 kasi 1/4 eh. Tapos, pi times 7 squared times 17 times 0.5. Sir, bakit nga ulit 0.5? It's because of half full. So, 70 divided by 7.481. So, how many minutes would it be? 34.9596 minutes. 34.9596 minutes. So, basic. Okay? Class, basic yan. Kayang-kaya nyo yan. Getting back on the next problem. Okay? Pasensya nyo na, maliit lang yung screen natin. So, sabi dyan, compute the mass of oxygen for number 2. We have conquered number 1. Okay? Check na kagad yung number 1 natin. Check. Okay? Number 2, compute the mass of oxygen gas. O, yan ang problema mo. Compute the mass of oxygen gas. Okay? Oxygen gas. Pag sinabi bang oxygen gas, O lang yan. That should be O2. Okay? In pounds. That can be contained inside a spherical tank. 2.25 meters in diameter. The pressure gauge is 225 kPa and the average temperature is 22.5 degrees Celsius. So this is basic. Yan. So, solve natin siya in our next page. Okay? So, sabi doon, meron ka daw oxygen gas. Dapat yan, ang oxygen is diatomic. So, ano ba yung kanyang tawag dito? Molecular weight, 16 times 2. 16 times 2 is 32. Okay. Ang oxygen gas ba natin is a noble gas? Yes. And then, ideal yan. Noble yan. And ideal yan. Ideal gas. Okay? It is an ideal gas. Yun na lang, balik tayo. It is an ideal gas. When we are dealing with ideal gas, given yung kanyang thermodynamic parameters such as pressure, volume, temperature, all we need to use is the ideal gas law equation. Ano ba ideal gas law equation? P, V is equal to M, R, T. Sir, breakdown natin. Ano ba yung R? R is the universal gas constant. But, if you do not have the exact ideal gas constant, all you have to do is get its molecular weight. Tapos meron kang R bar MW. Tama? Ang hinahanap dito is the mass of the oxygen contained dun sa cylinder. So, in terms of mass tayo mag-solve. So, M is equal to PV over RT. Meron ba tayong pressure? Yes. Meron ba tayong volume? Meron, pero isosolve pa natin yung volume. What is the volume of the sphere? The volume of a sphere is equal to pi over 6 diameter cube. Tama ba? Or, kapag hindi alam, 4 over 3 pi R cube. Oh, yan ang volume ng ating spherical vessel. Okay? Now, pwede ba nating isaksak lahat ng yan sa isang equation para ma-solve natin siya? Can we do it? Yes, we can. So, M is equal to pressure gauge yan. You have to make it into absolute, correct? Times the volume. Mas gusto kong gamitin yung 4 pi R cube. 4 over 3 pi R cube. So, 4 over 3 pi R cube. Okay, meron tayong volume. Ang problema, wala tayong R. Tama ba? Okay? So, R bar over molecular weight. Okay? Times temperature. Sir, pwede ba natin itong i-simplify? Yes, pwede na yan. Pasok mo na lahat ng value. Recall natin, 225 kPa. Sabi dun sa problem, balikan natin. May mga bagay talagang dapat nating binabalikan. Okay? 225 kPa, that is in gauge. Temperature, recall natin, 22.5 degrees Celsius. And then the diameter is 2.25 meters in diameter. Okay? Ayan. So, pressure is 225 kPa. 225. Relax. Okay? Relax. Hindi pa pwede yan. Dadagdagan pa natin ng 101.325. Ilista mo yung unit. Kilonewton per meter squared kasi kPa siya eh. Okay? Tapos, next is, you multiply it with 4/3 pi times yung R natin. Sir, diameter ang given dyan, 2.25 meters. So, you have to divide it by 2. Half eh. Half R yan eh. 2.25 divide by 2. Cube. Tapos, kapag kinube mo na yan, dapat yung unit niya naka-cube na rin. Am I right? Okay. M cube. And then, divide by R bar. What is R bar? 8.3143 kilojoule per kilogram degree Kelvin. Tanggalin nyo na yung mole para hindi na kayo nagkakamali. Or, in English, 1545 feet pound per pound degree Rankine. Okay? Recall that. Huwag na natin isulat yan para matandaan nyo. So, 8.3143 divide by molecular weight niya, 32. Ang unit nito, kilojoule per kilogram degree Kelvin. Multiply to the temperature given, that is 22.5 degrees Celsius. 22.5 plus 273 para maging Kelvin. Now, yung kilojoule nyo, it is interchangeable. Kilojoule is kilonewton meter. Kilonewton meter. So, canceling all the same units, kailangan natin naka-pound So, kilonewton, meter squared, meter cube, Kelvin. Sir, naka-kilogram ang lalabas dyan. O, di multiply na natin kaagad. Ilan bang pounds per kilogram? Okay? So, 2.205 pound per kilogram. Since ito nasa baba, aakyat to eh. So, cancel natin. So, we now have the final unit. Isang pindutan sa calculator. Okay? 225 plus 101.325. Ewan ko lang kung hindi pa magkamasel yung utak mo. Times 4 shift pi divide by 3. Okay? Times 2.25 divide by 2. Tapos cube natin. Tapos sa taas ulit, meron pang isa. Times 2.205 divide by 8.3143 divide by 32 times 22.5 plus 273. The answer is 55.8949. Mass is equal to 55.8949 pounds. Basic again. Basic problem. Check natin kung tama yung sagot. Yeah, 55.8949. Very basic lang yung mga tanungan na yan. Next problem is number 3. Check na natin. Meron na kagad tayong points dito. Okay? Sabi dito, the mass of a solid rock at the top of the hill is 955 kilograms. And its gravity is 9.55 meter every second per second. So, that is the gravitational pull. Local, okay? Compute the height of the fall in meters. Okay? In meters. If the energy stored in the rock to its height is 955 kilonewton meter. So, ibig sabihin, stored energy at that height is what you call as potential. Okay? So, let us solve this one. Okay? Next page. Okay. Nasa taas daw yung bato. Okay? Pag potential energy, PE. PE is equal to mgz over K. Ang hinahanap dito is the height of the fall kung ilalaglag mo do yung bato. Okay? The height of the fall in meters if the energy stored in the rock is 9,550 kilonewton meter. So, ang hinahanap natin is Z. Okay? So, Z is equal to P E K. P E K over mg. Ano ba yung mga iniisip nyo? Lagyan natin ng ganito, potential energy times K. Okay? So, walang kuskus balungos to So, this is 9,550 kilonewton meter times the K. Ano ba yung K natin? That is the proportionality constant para ma-convert natin siya. So, 1 kilogram meter every newton second squared. Divide by the mass. Ano yung mass natin dito? 955 kilograms. The gravity local is 9.55 meter every second squared. O, cancel natin same unit. Okay? Kilogram, meter second squared, tapos meter, matitira dapat yan. Yung kilonewton, kakancel natin yan. So, you have to multiply it with 1,000 Newton every 1 kilonewton. Canceling. Okay? N. Natira na lang itong M na to. So, solving. 9,550 times 1,000. 955 times 9.55. So, the answer is basic again. 1047.1204 meters. O yung mga estudyante natin dyan, nakakita lang ng PEC. Nakakita lang ng PEC.